jealous, I run it. I come with your drummers and do something. I'm running and ain't no nothing. My flavors are lushing, my neighbors are rushing. The guy them are blushing, my trainers are cussing. You wanna talk cuffing, you know I'm a glutton. I ordered the beef in it. Discussions, clinical with it. I scribble the lyric, I dribble, I spit it, I bill it and lit it. This fire, you feel it, I feel it. I feel to be liable to kill it. I'm raw and I'm ruckus, I run up and pick up on. I'm a flinger, I mean it, I'm in it, I'm cold with it, innit? Hold my, control my breathing. I just this evening, it's a fact. I sit and blew my like how'd I get this off a rap? I rapped his jewelry, hit the floor, is he alive? I can't be sure, I can't be right anymore. I ran the light, I went to court, I stood there calm, I'm not distraught. You saw the M, you saw the sport, don't ask me why, it's what you thought. Hold my, control my breathing, I just this evening, hold my, control my breathing, I just this evening, hold my, control my breathing, I just this evening, hold my, control my breathing, I just this evening.
Who can top eye? I'm not nice, one eye closed, I'm Popeye. Tracksuit, but I got never wear top man, but I wore top guys. Doing up Virgil, before Virgil, racks in the shoebox, made money. Behind enemy lines, I'm offside, up in the studio, finding a melody. I got the bird, cool P, what you telling me? Went to the club and defined me a melody. She kept on telling me she ride with energy. She got a BF, don't care for the I told her just do it, babe, why are you telling me? She came with sicker than I came with remedies. Pay for the Uber, back to my enemies. This, I don't need sound checks, I got the gift. Went in the room, did a 1 and a 2, and I'm leaving them in a world of wanna be me, but ain't got the wit, ain't got the drive, ain't got the whip. You think you're hard, you think you're it. Pull out and now you got drip. Telling these brothers don't play with the couple of Christian brothers turn anti, a couple of Muslim brothers go ham. I'm punching these lines so I mess up my hands. Left in the States, still under your state. I wanna go States, but think that I'm banned because I get paid the same as a band. My taxes cost the whole of your brand.
You're the man on the gram, I'm the man in the south, and I'm rolling about with 10 grand in my mouth. I'm the coldest about who you know the amounts. If you're dissing P money, I'm them out.
I'm rolling about with gold in my mouth. I found out my last show sold me a house. I heard the distortion, I'm phoning them now. I'm radio knocking, I'm over and out.
Kick disrespect, I flex new screw fits, man finesse and get huge checks. Ruthless man, I forever be LA who's next. In a manner of money.
Check 2, get suplex, 2 vets, who's next? The mic's got 2 checks, MOE, new album, new sets, you best relax, I ain't no new best.
Wouldn't even bother, couldn't have I'm promising I'm pretty with the brothers, could another night, another than a man of animosity. I put all on the stomach and an itty bitty.
Whenever ready, you can tell them that I'm ready. I'll be standing with it like I'm ready to anybody named Shelly. I am not for the telly, you can tell that I'm heavy, got drive like a Chevy.
Hold my, control my breathing, I just this evening, hold my, control my breathing, I just this evening, hold my, control my breathing, I just this evening, hold my, control my breathing, I just this evening.
It's that simple.
Ballin', 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 ballin'. Hey, big dough hanging out the window. Hey, came up ballin' with my kinfolk. Hey, pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up on 'em. I'ma hang on the rim, hang on my. Hey, I got photos on the grand side. Hey, I be in the 4-quarter ballin'. Time, like I did the Cooper. I dribble right through you, nothing you do.
And that's Coit Tower, perched high atop Telegraph Hill here in San Francisco. We're just about set for action. Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready. DA, take it away.
Good evening to you, Kevin. After all these years, Stephen Curry probably is the most feared shooter.
Great stuff. The Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Here we are, 2 games left before the start of the playoffs. Let's take a look at the possible field. Take a look at the Warriors. They've continued to play strong basketball, if not utterly dominant, as the last part of the season grinds toward the playoffs. And it looks like, guys, they'll hold on to that #1 spot the whole way there. And, of course, there's the Grizzlies. They're much further down in the standings right now.
And, well, for the Warriors, they are, in my eyes, one of the big surprises of the young season. I mean, no doubt the talent was there, but I just didn't think it would come together this fast.
Yeah, everything's clicking right now, but what I'm curious to see, how will they handle adversity when it arises?
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the small forward. And for Golden State, Curry and Klay, the Splash Brothers. in the backcourt. Green is out there with Andre Drummond, and it's Jones in at the small forward position. Here's Brooks, following the basket by Stephen Curry. Pass to Valanciunas. 6 to shoot. No good on that one. Good D by Drummond. And it's the Warriors' ball. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
You can count on this from Klay. He will stretch you from distance.
Curry against Morant. A floater. Jackson has the open look. Sinks the triple. Jackson's got his second bucket of the night. Now the regular season coming to a close, Greg. Some call these the dog days of the year. Winning teams ready for the playoffs. And lottery teams sometimes ready to hang it up and call it quits. It's kind of an interesting dynamic.
No doubt, Kevin. A lot of teams still have something to play for, whether it's fighting to make the playoffs or seeding. These games matter. And then with the younger teams, young players are trying to secure their future moving forward, and teams that are doing a great job of evaluating and determining whether or not they want some of those guys on the roster the following year.
Very interesting. And here are the Warriors now. The Grizzlies making the shot. Here's Jones. Here's Curry. Drops in the layup for 2. Curry's got 8.
How about he has yet to miss 4-4 to start.
Here's Morant. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
I mean, beautiful execution of the game plan offensively. So far, they are hitting 80% from the field.
Now here's Curry. Boy, was he something else against the Clippers. Green passes to Thompson. Shoots over Morant. That one a little long.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
Here's Brooks. He nails it, and we're tied up. Brooks has got his second basket.
I like Dillon's awareness in transition. He just understands where to go and what to do.
And, of course, Jaren Jackson Sr. played in the NBA for over a decade.
And, yes, Jaren Jackson Jr., he talks about watching his dad, learning what it takes to be a professional in this league. That prepared Jackson Jr. to make an impact early on.
And here's Winslow. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
The 10th overall pick back in 2015, Justice Winslow has been fighting injuries, but he still has a chance to be very good.
Different look here for the Warriors. Looney's checked in for Green. Green comes in for Jones. Duncan Robinson, he's checked in for Thompson. And it's Rivers in for Steph Curry. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Gorgie Dang's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Clark comes in for Jackson. D'Anthony Melton, he's checked in for Brooks. And Jones subbed in for John Morant.
There's a certain attitude to Winslow's style of play, conducive to getting to the line.
And he's good on the second. And it's Rivers with the ball. He brings it up for the Warriors. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
Yeah, proficiency from range, away from home, much easier said than done. They played a terrific ball game.
Yeah, and you could see the crowd's reaction with every make. It wasn't pretty.
Offensive rebound, outside for Robinson. Rivers dishes to Robinson. Good on the three-point shot.
I mean, wonderful court vision. Sometimes Rivers gets locked in to finding his own shot. This time, finds the open man.
Shoots off the step back, and another miss by Memphis.
And mark that one down right there. It's going to be a long time until we see him miss another one like that.
The pass to Looney. Over Clark. And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile one block.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Anderson, he's checked in for Winslow. The Grizzlies trail by 3. Lobbed up there for Clark, and slam dunk by Clark.
This is why so many were high on Clark there. Love seeing him be aggressive.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Here is a list of the NBA's most adept passing teams this season. These are your assist leaders. Second, the Grizzlies.
And you know, when your team has a lot of assists, it's testimony to the unselfishness, the patience, the ball movement, the player movement. They have shown all of that.
Austin Rivers, the son of a famed player and basketball coach Doc, making an impact in his league with his overall play.
And that one's good by Clark.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
Well, it's a players' league, but certainly coaching has its place.
Yeah, if that weren't the case, you wouldn't see so many coaching changes in the offseason.
Now here's Rivers. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game.
Get that weak stuff out of here. That's embarrassing.
And Anderson has it in the corner. A miss that time would have put him up. Warriors have gone an even 50% from the field. They are 7 of 14 for the game. Good work there as it goes.
Terrific work inside from Looney. He continues to get more comfortable down there.
Now here's Jones. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And he makes good on the layup.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Rivers kicks to Green, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Rivers.
Boy, if you're the coach, you hate to see that kind of miscommunication between your guys.
Pass to Melton. Pass to Jang. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Rivers passes to Robinson. Back to Rivers. Drummond working against Jang. And that one's good. Drummond's got the game tied up here for the Warriors.
Andre Drummond absorbs a ton of hits, has the strength to finish through contact.
Melton passes to Anderson. On the wing, Jones. Over Rivers, and the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
Boy, both teams racking up the points to start this game.
And you wonder how long they can keep it going. At some point, you expect the defense will adjust.
And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. Grizzlies lead by 2. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And looking at what we've seen from the Grizzlies, what do you guys think?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
This is exactly what you want to see if you're a coach. Your team starting fast and playing with confidence.
And it's Jones with the ball for the Memphis. Grizzlies. They host the Clippers after this game. That game is the first and last of their homestand. So on the floor to begin things for Memphis here in the second quarter. Jones is out there with John Morant. Then there's Kyle Anderson. And there's Jackson. And it's Clark in at the power forward position.
Nice touch from Thompson there. If the defense does not crowd him, it's over.
Clark outside. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. And the Warriors making a change here. Jones is checked in. Valanciunas, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Brooks comes in for Tyus Jones. Morant against Curry. And that one's good. Morant.
It breaks down your defense when John Morant gets in the lane. You want to force him outside.
You look back at that 2019 draft, Zion goes 1, Morant goes 2, and with everything we know about them now, could you imagine having to make that choice today?
That is a tough choice, GA. Or even crazier, could you imagine having both of them on your team? The reason why I say that, as amateurs, they played together in South Carolina. Little did they know at the time, they would be the future of this league.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Feeds it to Valanciunas. You know, winning that championship as you did, great for UNLV. Many people don't remember you played much of that season with a broken jaw.
Well, Kevin, I don't remember much of it, to be honest with you. It was pretty hazy. I lost 19 pounds over the course of the season.
Oh,
I was
goodness.
Championship night, I was 168 pounds.
No kidding.
Yeah. Well, I was wired shut for 8 weeks. Did miss a game, but I tell you what, I don't know if I would do that today. But, you know, it did turn out well with the championship.
As I recall, you broke it against Fresno State, correct?
Yes, got my legs taken out from under me and broke the fall with my face.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, ouch. The Warriors have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
Percentage-wise, one of the top free throw shooters in NBA history. Steph has certainly made an imprint on this game. I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
Anderson up top, defended by Jones. Here's Morant. Valanciunas, and staying with the play, Valanciunas. Valanciunas has got 4 points this quarter.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Both teams putting forth their best efforts right now. This is the kind of game fans pay to see.
He's going to force them to have to make adjustments. That's number 4 in terms of triples in the half.
Morant passes to Valanciunas, and the dunk by Valanciunas.
With the ball in his hands, Ja draws so much defensive attention, got his teammate a clean look.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Now, John Morant says in an era of 5-star recruits, he was a no-star recruit coming out of high school. And that put that big chip on his shoulder. Now he has "beneath no one" tattooed on his arm. He says, my dad always told me that I was trained to go. Basically, that I'm built for the moment. And guys, his time is now.
Sure is, D.A. Thank you. Winslow's checked in for the Grizzlies. Pass to Valanciunas. And Looney sends it back.
The tenacity of Looney there, swatting the shot back and showing off his defensive chops. Shutout in the first quarter. He's heating up now. I like the aggressiveness.
Out to Thompson, and there's the pass to Jones. Fires the 3, and it's Thompson that time on the assist by Jones. Thompson's got 15.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
Morant passes to Brooks. Back to Morant. Count that one. 6 points for John Morant.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Curry outside, and the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
And guys, there's really a fine line between being aggressive and being out of control. And in that one, they crossed the line.
It's a catch-22. You want your guys attacking, playing with a sense of freedom, but not if it means a bunch of turnovers.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
You want your bigs playing big. Rips it down in traffic.
There's Winslow, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
You see some of the craftiness of Winslow. Just knows how to generate offense.
Memphis shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
And the Warriors with some changes. Drummond's checked in for Kevon Looney. Gerald Green comes in for Jones. And it's Rivers in for Curry. Gorgie Dang's checked in for the Grizzlies. DeAnthony Melton comes in for Brooks. Thompson outside. This one for 3. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
You know why? Success breeds confidence, and he's certainly been successful from there, time and time again. He's hot this quarter, getting the shots he wants, and he's delivering.
Green finds Thompson, launches it, and another 3 for Golden State.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Pass to Winslow. Floats it up there for Morant.
Eyes up, scanning the floor. Winslow plays with great poise and unselfishness.
Thompson from long range. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Thompson's got the lead up to 5 now for the Warriors. Rivers against Morant. And there's the call on Austin Rivers. That's his first foul. Duncan Robinson, he's checked in for the Warriors. Memphis also making some changes. Brandon Clark, he's checked in for Jaren Jackson. And Jones subbed in for Morant. .144 left to play here in the second quarter. Melton's shot is good. Warriors leading by 3. Rivers with it. Passes it to Green. Right side, Green. Over Clark. Green, no luck. And Clark has got the ball here for Memphis.
And watching Brandon Clark play, first thing you notice, young fella plays above the rim.
He's very quick off the floor, GA. Had a max vertical of over 40 inches at the combine. Did you hear me? Over 40 inches. And I think he was the steal of the draft. Fortunately for the Grizzlies, he failed to 21.
Chang, the pass to Jones. Drops it in from 11 feet. Jones has got 6. And here are the Warriors now. 3-point lead. Looking ahead to their next game, playing at New Orleans. They'll match up against the Pelicans. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for him.
I mean, he's extremely confident and aggressive. Rivers loves to take it up inside.
Pass to Winslow. Memphis moving it around. The baseline J. Warriors with the rebound. Drummond's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here is Robinson, coming in off a 10-point performance last game out. Green taking his time here. Klay Thompson has been leading the charge for the Golden State Warriors.
Thanks.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, can't tell you, Klay Thompson putting in some serious work for the team tonight. He had 23 points. For most of the past decade, Shaq, the Warriors have drafted near the end of each round, yet they've done a great job of uncovering gems.
Yeah, Draymond, 35th overall pick. Looney, 30th overall pick.
Eric Pascal, 41st pick. Elite in front of him.
We're about ready for the second half. They send it to Kevin Harlan with the play-by-play description. Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Klay Thompson has been sensational.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
He's been vital to spacing the floor for them. Makes everything else you want to do easier to accomplish.
The Grizzlies trail by 5. Curry and Klay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Jones is out there with Draymond Green, and it's Drummond in at the 5 down low. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half. Curry with it. Guarded now by Jackson, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Brooks.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
A little bit late there, but you tried to get into your opponent's head. Forced them to go somewhere else with the ball, and he did that.
Now here's Drummond. Thompson outside, takes a 3, bangs home the trifecta. Thompson's got 27.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And the Grizzlies shooting a superb 63% from the field. Now Morant, and the pass to Valanciunas over Drummond. And Jones pulls it down, stolen by Jackson, and the shot goes in. Jackson's got 7.
They might be behind, but you can't blame him. He has been spectacular so far in this one.
Curry kicks to Thompson over Brooks, and good. Got the English that time as it falls. Thompson's got the lead up to 8 now for the Warriors. Morant passes to Winslow. Back to Morant. Valanciunas trying to free himself up, and then Morant slams it in.
As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time. Kevon Looney is checked in for Draymond Green. Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for Memphis. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Morant with it, and Curry picks him up defensively.
That rejection was well timed. Get that shot out of here. Drummond staying patient, waiting for the right moment to pounce.
And now let's take a look at the 2K leaderboard as we've gotten into the second half of the season. These teams have become better and better, scoring points off turnovers. Second, the Warriors.
And since the break, we've seen them ambush their opponents with that attacking brand of defense. And boy, have they reaped the rewards offensively.
Here's Morant. Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. On the wing, Thompson shoots the 3, and again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Morant against Curry. Jackson trying to break free. He misses that time, but only 5 misses in his 11 shots from the field as he's 6 of 11. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And it's a 9-point Warrior lead.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboards.
And so Morant will bring it up for the Grizzlies. Pass to Anderson. Ray, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation or one of the best, and I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys,
yes,
the truly
yes.
great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
Elite ball handler who can hit from every spot on the floor. Morant lighting them up tonight.
Curry's shot is good.
He's given a great lift to this offense tonight. Very, very efficient.
The Grizzlies trail by 6. Anderson outside. With the teardrop. Rebound Andre Drummond. And there's the call on Jones. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Brandon Clark, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Grizzlies. Jones comes in for Kyle Anderson. For Memphis, they've gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third.
And watching Kyle Anderson, Greg Popovich once stated, he's not what you'd call a typical NBA athlete.
AGA hint the nickname slow-mo because he plays at a deliberate pace. He has tremendous skills, a high basketball IQ. He has improved defensively. He's a jack of all trades. Off the mark once again. Terrible quarter for him thus far.
Brooks finds Morant. Here's Jones, guarded by Robinson. To the middle. Here's Morant over Jones, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
I like when Ja forces the issue, especially in close where he's fearless.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Elton's checked in. Both free throws good from Morant.
As young as Ja Morant is, I'm impressed. He came in ready to lead a team, and these guys, they follow him.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Let him decide whether to shoot it, whether to pass it. He's your catalyst right now.
Winslow's checked in for Morant. Passes to Melton. Now here's Jackson. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. This is his first chance at the line tonight. Timeout called the Warriors.
And Kevin, he saw his guys just a little sluggish out there. Oftentimes a timeout like this allows you to kind of just reset.
Changes for Golden State. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Looney. Thompson comes in for Jones. And it's Austin Rivers in for Steph Curry. That one misses. There's Winslow. The Grizzlies with another miss. Warriors leading by 6. Thompson from long range. And the three ball is good. Thompson's got 11 points in the quarter.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Kevin, thanks. Last season, there were more rumors that the Grizzlies' ownership were exploring relocation. Now, the lease at FedEx Forum runs through 2027, with substantial penalties for breaking it early. But playing in a small market with the financial challenges the league has seen of late, that wouldn't necessarily preclude a move someday down the road. Guys?
Hopefully they can stay put. Thanks, D.A.
And a chance here to check out some stats on Justice Winslow. How the second half of the season has shaped up for him. He's putting up about 8 points a game, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. Nothing about his numbers really jump out at you, but he'll come up with a timely play or two every game.
He understands his role. He accepts it. He's one of those guys who doesn't need the ball to be effective.
Out to Thompson. Three-pointer. The Warriors keep it going. A new 14-second shot clock. Rivers dishes to Thompson. Connects again from distance. He's really sniping them from outside.
Locked in, feeling confident in that three-point shot.
Here's Melton. Softly drops in the floater.
That's nice work, stopping short of the rim, just laying it over the top.
And it's Rivers with the ball. He brings it up for the Warriors. Winslow against Robinson. Thompson for 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. Kicks it out to Jones. To the paint, tries again. Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Winslow.
Attacking that painted area. Winslow relentless in there.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Thompson in the post. He has 38 in the game. He doesn't hit that one. There's the lob to Jackson, and the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound.
Perilous turnover. You lose focus for even a moment in this league. That's the result.
7 seconds left in the third. Stolen by Winslow. And so it's the Golden State Warriors with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. We'll return shortly. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. So on the floor for Memphis, Clark is out there with Winslow. Then it's Jones. And it's Melton in at the shooting guard position. Warriors leading by 6. Here's Thompson. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Grizzly shooting has been fun to watch in this game. They're at 57%. Jones in the post. He's against Green.
Working against size. He's just crafty enough to carve out some wiggle room.
And that's tough to do from the mid-range because help can come from anywhere, but he beats everyone to the punch.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yes, and if you love offense, you're loving this matchup. It's been a highlight reel affair.
Pass to Valanciunas. 6 on the shot clock. The pass to Winslow. A 3-ball. The shot comes out, and it's the Warriors taking it the other way. The drive by Thompson, and the shot goes down. Thompson's got 42 in the game.
Dominating when it matters most. Give him the ball and get out of the way.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. And during this timeout, I'm sure they'll be hydrating themselves with Gatorade. All the effort out there on the floor, and these timeouts can be such a huge factor in getting a short rest and recharging the battery. And the Warriors with some changes. Robinson's checked in for Derek Jones. And Curry subbed in for Austin Rivers. Then for the Grizzlies, Brooks comes in for Melton. And it's Morant in for Tyus Jones. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Taylor Jenkins just reviewed his plan with his team. He said he just wants them to play faster. It feels like they've been too lackadaisical with the ball and that their aggressiveness just isn't there right now. Kevin, back to you.
That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Morant.
And I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Drummond.
Unforced errors. These are the kinds of things that break momentum.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Brooks feeling it out a bit, and it's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here. Morant outside. Pass to Valanciunas. And And there's the call on Curry. That's his first foul. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Morant kicks to Valanciunas. Shot clock at 6. There's Winslow.
The struggle is real. He's been way off with his shot all evening long.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Reason why: lack of focus, lack of communication, which led to second chance points.
Passes it to Thompson. Good, another from 3.
And this parade of threes has no end in sight. He just keeps knocking them down.
Oh, and that latest triple ties him for second for the most threes in a game. What a monster he's been from deep. Here's Clark. The Warriors pull it in. Drummond's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Thompson from long and again for 3.
And of course it falls for him. That 3 pushes him into the history books.
Well, he is now tied for the most threes in a game. This is a night we will never forget. And finished off by Morant.
I'm trying to think of someone who gets off the ground quicker than Morant. It's an exclusive list, I'll tell you.
Timeout called the Warriors.
And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. Call time to just let them get their legs back under them.
And now let's present our New Balance player of the game, Klay Thompson.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets. Here's Curry with the 3. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. Drummond's got the lead up to 12 now for the Warriors.
Multi-time NBA rebound leader. Might want to think about putting a body on Drummond.
And they double up Morant. And a wide open look for Valanciunas. They get it back. Jackson, that's good.
Back in the day, someone would have blocked him out, but times have changed.
And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Warriors. For the 3. Good on the triple. Curry's got 22. Greg, as a point guard, what is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot. And, you know, you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to is really paramount.
Lets it go from deep. Morant with some nice D.
Man, at what point do you blame the play calling more than the player?
They get it again. Out to Brooks. And stolen by Drummond. And the Warriors can't hang on to the ball. Now a timeout called by Memphis. They're behind by 13. 1:19 left in the fourth. Changes here for the Warriors. Gerald Green comes in for Derek Jones. And it's Klay Thompson in for Robinson. The Grizzlies trail by 13. Morant outside. 2 points. That one goes.
Defensively, you want to stop Morant's penetration. He knows that, and he settles for the mid-range pop.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Warriors.
And the big difference here was accuracy from three-point range.
And
once they started sinking shots, it really stretched out the D and created other opportunities. And anytime they got space, they seemed to just knock down another triple.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall. And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Klay Thompson.
I thought he did a good job of filling out the defense early on. Then once he found his groove, he stayed aggressive throughout.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group.
Stephen Curry. With one.
That's good from Stephen Curry. 40 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Jones, the pass to Allen. And here's Anderson. Pass to Jackson. Second shot opportunity, and the layup is up and in.
Relentless. I mean, Jackson just giving it his all on the backboard.
The clock now can just run out for the Warriors. A three-pointer is right on target. And that's 31 points for Steph Curry.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately put the game away.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Hey, players love competition.
Connects again from distance.
Unbelievable. Gets the record with a beautiful three.
A new single-game record, GA, in a night that everyone will remember for the rest of their lives.
And listen to this crowd. They are letting him hear it.
Greg, as well they should. One of the great three-point shooting displays we've seen in late history.
Man, oh man, he's putting on a show. This may be the best long-range shooting display I have ever seen.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. Now for Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA here on 2K Sports.